Hey, Tony. How's it going?
Hello.
What's going on, my dude?
I did a lot of yard work. My mom,
Got to get in while you can.
yeah, my mom, she got some plants that
Oh,
she's
very
probably
good.
going to be doing some content on.
Very good.
Shout out to her.
Yeah.
And so we got some plants, and we were spending quite a bit of time getting those plants. And I came home today, and I took like an hour-long nap. Like I was so tired.
You kind of crashed there.
Yeah. And it also helps that I have clean sheets on my bed. So
Oh, yes. Makes sense.
So, Aaron, I'm going to let you take the reins on this. You've been kind of keeping me in the dark. What's going on?
Well, so I know that you have done a video or two from ESPA. Well, I'm going to introduce you to the fifth member of ESPA, which is Navis. And I'm not going to say much more than that because there's a lot that's going on here. So,
okay, so full disclosure for those watching, I have tried and tried to get information out of this guy, but he's been like Fort Knox. He's like, dude, I'm not saying anything. And I was like, come on, just a little hint. Like, if you were to pull up our Facebook chat that we consistently use where we talk about YouTube and everything, like, I'm not saying anything. Sorry. Like,
yeah. So yeah, this is Navis. She is technically one thing really quick. Most K-pop groups actually have like a long-standing story and lore that goes with it. And Navis is basically like their Alfred. That's the best way to put it. So she finally got her debut. And so this is actually a very first song from her. And it's pretty interesting because she actually shows up in a lot of their music videos and like I said, like all the lore and stuff like that. And so now that it's her turn to shine.
Well, I guess ready or not, here we go.
Here we go.
All right. Bear with me, chat. You can see that, right, Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want, you can also turn on the subtitles too.
That'd probably be a good idea.
Okay. Let's check it.
Fancy.
In my garden, there's a snake crawling. I'm a walk, but you hate before you come here. Swallow your golden gum, bang bang, as you run, watch me come till I numb. Pain, I'm done. Liar, no. Pretty girl's gonna go. World is frozen, there's a change coming. I'm a walk, buckle up, I feel it coming. Swallow the rising sun, run, if you run, watch your cuts, you might burn. Pain, undone, liar, no. Pretty girl's gonna go. You liar, no. Pretty girl's gonna go. Oh, higher, love. I'm gonna feel this rising from the dust. You see me on my knees and you won't hear me begging, please. It's such a wonderful feeling. I will have you on your knees and I will have you begging, please. It's such a wonderful feeling. Done. Enough of this, enough of that. Done. Pretty girl's gonna go. Oh, higher, love. I'm gonna feel this such a wonderful feeling. Look how I'm falling to pieces. You lie, done. Enough of this, enough of that, done.
Wow, that was cool.
Right? Isn't that super cool? So what's your thoughts?
There's a lot that was going through my mind. I want to bring this more closer. More close. That's background. I want to bring this closer. I do know how to speak proper English. My mom was a school teacher, so she insists on that. But so I kind of have a feeling why I know why you wanted us to react to this one.
What's that?
Had some video game references in it, and it was all about tech.
Yes.
And the videography was there as well. I'm like, okay, I see what he's doing here. I see what he's doing here.
Yes. Now you ready for the big drop? That's all fine and dandy, and I know that your channel's about tech. She does not exist.
What?
That is an AI.
What the?
That person does not exist. Navis is not real.
Hold the phone here. She looks real.
Yeah. You can go back to the video. She's not real. She's never existed.
Okay, now you're freaking me out a little. She's AI?
She is completely the very first virtual K-pop idol. Nothing in this is real.
Of course, they make her really attractive.
Pretty girls gonna go.
It looks real. It looks real.
Yeah. She's
How is
AI.
that not real?
This is why I was like, this is more. The one hint that I wanted to give you is this is the most on-brand thing that I think we've ever done. But I felt like that if I said anything or sent any pictures or sent any gifts, that maybe you'd be like, oh, well, I can just go look it up. And then just like bingo, bango, you'd find out Navis does not exist. This is complete AI.
So none of the dancers in that none of them were real.
I think so. I'm not so sure about the dancers, but everything else is...
But she looks real.
Yeah.
She looks freaking real. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, could have fooled me. Like, I mean, look at it.
I know. So here's the crazy thing. So what does she look like and what does she sound like? From what I understand, I could be wrong on that, at least the looks. They put all of the members of aespa together to make her voice and her look. So what you're hearing is basically every girl from aespa singing. And then they take all the looks and blend it into one AI.
See, I've been excited for AI, but I've also been a little worried with AI because there's a TikToker that you and I both follow. He does a lot of voice acting.
Yeah.
And it was about 2 months ago, he went on TikTok and he said that this company was using his voice without his permission. And so that's what I worry about with AI is that, like, you know, what's the future of like movies going to be? What's the future of anything going to be like? But she looks real.
I know.
She looks freaking real. Is this why you were... Aaron.
The tech, bro, this is tech, though. The amount of technology that was used to make Navis is insane. Like, I was watching this video of like what it looks like throughout the time of her being produced. And she like went from like looking like a PS2 character to almost, you couldn't even tell that she was fake. That's like how far it's gone. Like, it is wild. But yes, Navis and her voice and her music are not physical. She is completely AI.
It's all a lie. WTF, bro. WTF, bruv.
That's why I've been so secretive about it, because I wanted this drop to be the surprise.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like it's going from the tech enthusiast side of this. Like that's really cool that they made it look so realistic. Because like I don't know if you remember this, you probably do.
Yeah.
Like CGI, in the 90s was decent for its time. I've gone back and I've watched it like just the other day. I was watching some Batman clips because it was the 85th birthday of Batman.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I'm looking at some of these clips, and I was like, "This is bad.
Whoa, that's brutal.
This is
yeah,
bad. This is cheesy." Because you and I, we were kids when those Batman movies came out in the 90s.
Absolutely, yeah.
And when you're a kid, this is so cool. It's Batman. It's Robin. They're fighting crime.
Yeah, that's all that mattered, man.
And you go back and you watch them later on, and you're just like, the CGI was so bad. The tech was there, but it wasn't there.
Yeah. It's like the intention was there. For me, the biggest one was so I admit there's a couple movies that I'm a fan of that I know are objectively considered terrible. I don't care. But one was the original Spawn movie. That has some really bad aged CGI. And also actually some ones that have actually held up. Like, that's crazy. But the other one too was the Mortal Kombat movie.
I knew you were going to say that one. Oh my god.
The best scene was the reptile scene. He looks like a Nintendo 64 character, and we back then were like, "Oh my, it's so good."
Your soul is mine.
You will die. Yeah.
Or when Johnny Cage is like, "This is the part where you fall."
Yeah.
I remember watching those with my family growing up, and even as a little kid, I'm like, "Hey, that's pretty cheese. That's pretty bad."
Oh, I did not care. I was like, "Yeah, it is. It's time for you to fall."
And the CGI for that monster that he was fighting was so bad.
With a Goro?
Yeah.
That was not CGI. That wasn't
CGI?
That was one giant claymation puppet. Yeah. But yeah, kind of coming back to Nævis.
Real.
So, is the part that actually blew my mind the most about this whole video is when she comes out of the computer screen back kind of a little bit earlier. That's when I was like, there is no way that this is actually fake.
This one right here?
Mm-hmm.
Let me share. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. Like her hand movements and the way that she drags it across the wall is perfect.
Doesn't help that she's hot.
It's crazy. I mean, honestly, and I've made mention about this. aespa and their new album, Supernova, is straight, no joke, launched them into being one of my favorite groups. Like, they have been putting out nothing but fire since then, and they just announced a new comeback, and I'm so excited. Nævis is here too, and it's a good time to be a fan of aespa.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because like I have heard sometimes where people will like be able to use AI to make you sound like someone else, or like they've even been able to like reconstruct people's voices. They did both of that. Took everything that because let's be real, one of the things that's kind of about being a K-pop idol is you're everywhere. You're on variety shows, you're on late night shows, you're on comedy shows, you're on Survivor shows. They're having the K-pop Idol Olympics right now, and like then they're putting out music, they go and dance, they go on tour. There's so much. There is not a single part of the like any idol that has basically not been seen by camera. Excited. Get your mind out of the gutter. But so of course they have the technology, they have the money because it's SM. They're like the biggest of all of the, anyway, they have all the technology, funds, and everything to just take all the girls from aespa and mix their voices and put it into Nævis.
It's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
The tech has come this far. But it's also, I don't know what the word I would say it is.
Uncanny Valley.
Something. Don't get me wrong, like I'm excited for the fact that AI is really evolved and that tech has evolved. Has evolved. Like, I mean, you look at like a Marvel movie, for example, like Endgame, like knowing that final battle scene was all shot green screen, and that RDJ wasn't even he only wore like the
bust
of the centerpiece, and then the rest was just CGI. Like, it's cool because like I might go on a little bit of tangent. I apologize for those watching, but I watched some stuff on the making of the first Iron Man all the way up to like Endgame, and I guess in the first Iron Man, RDJ would wear like the whole getup, like he wear the whole suit, but it was really heavy, it was sweaty, all that kind of stuff. And so by the time Iron Man 2 came out, he was just basically like, can I just wear this part and just have you guys do the rest CGI? They're like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that works. Was that a good reveal? Was that a good
It was a good reveal, but it was shocking at the same time. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
yeah.
Of course, they make her look as attractive as they can.
I mean, let's be real here. All the girls from Espa are gorgeous.
It's true.
So you have some good models.
Pretty, pretty girls gonna go.
Never gonna look at this video in the game. Now that I know I can see the CGI AI.
It's not perfect, but it can fool someone. If you don't know that this is fake, you could be very easily duped.
I mean, it's really cool. Like, that's impressive that it's
and the song is actually pretty sick. I actually kind of like the song.
Oh yeah, the song's great. Like, I can see why they're like, okay, we're gonna do this and we're gonna just fool everybody.
Yeah.
And make all these guys fall in love with this girl, and then just to find out that she isn't real.
Yeah. And I mean, like, if you're a fan of Espa, you probably already know who Navis is, because like I said, she's shown up a lot in their lore and storyline and music videos even. But this is the first time she's been able to do something on her own, and it's like, oh, okay. Like, this is a real deal now. So yeah, Navis. Sorry if you feel a little swindled, but that was priceless watching you realize that this is not real.
I'm glad that you got some enjoyment of my frustration.
Yes. And now you know why I was so secretive about it, though, Tony. I did not want you to have it.
Well, disclosure, this guy right here next to me, he was like I said, he was like the Fort Knox of this. He's like, oh no, I'm not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, come on, that drop. A little bit. He's like, no.
I needed that drop. And it was worth it.
The last time he did something like this to me was when the IU Love Always Wins.
Yes.
And when we got off recording,
we were bawling our eyes out.
Man, what?
Yeah.
I think I even swore unintentionally, like, because I was so frustrated. And I don't really swear, but I was just like, what the? And you just were like laughing. So
I had to do it to you. Yes. The first ever virtual AI K-pop idol.
AI is really cool. It's really cool. But at the same time, it's a little concerning. Like, we both scroll through TikTok, hearing people do AI voice impressions of like Paul Walker, Chester Bennington.
Yeah.
These guys that they haven't been here for a while.
Yeah.
Like I heard an AI cover that someone they got Chester's voice to sing "Behind Blue Eyes" from Limp Bizkit.
Yes, I know that cover,
and it was really impressive. But now knowing that he's gone, rest in peace, Chester. It makes it that much harder. Like especially like when you hear the words, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this guy was like going through so much depression.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've heard AI versions of Ring. I think I sent you one. It was like the Ring of Fire that was normally sung by Johnny Cash, but it was instead sung by Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah,
and it was pretty cool.
It was really cool.
But in talking with the Roger Clark, the guy who he voiced Arthur Morgan, and then the guy who voiced John Marston. They at one of the various CinemaCons or Comic Cons around the country, they were asked about how they feel about people using AI to mess with their voices.
Yeah.
And Roger Clark is like, I'm fine with it unless they use like some profanity or some kind of offensive slur.
Yeah. Make them look like something that they're doing what they wouldn't actually do as people.
Like when they say like, the N-word or things like that. He's like, that's what I'm not okay with. But going back to this, like, that's really cool. That's really cool.
I know, right? It's super cool to listen to. Like, I'm not a necessarily one that's like, oh yeah, let's welcome our new AI overlords kind of person. I admit I'm not actually very tech savvy either. The fact that I've been able to even get a YouTube channel up and running is impressive for me. Most of the time I'm like, oh, if it's in a book, then it's probably just as good. And but when I first heard this, my very first thought when I got done listening to it, I listened to it off a channel. I don't even have this on my channel yet. And I don't know if I might even bring it. I don't know. But in any case, my first thought was, I got to show Tony. I got to show Navis to Tony because let's be real, you are a tech YouTuber. So to me, I'm like sitting here, I'm like, okay, he's starting to get into like the more K-pop stuff. He's listening to Stray Kids now and BTS and aespa. And I thought, this is the most on-brand thing ever. Like, this is aespa. This is tech. This is kind of in a sense like where video games could really kind of go in the future. This is where movies could go in the future. And all of it doesn't even exist.
It reminded me of Ready Player One.
Yeah.
That's what this reminded me of.
Yeah.
Like, and now that I know that it's all AI generated, it's just Ready Player One for me.
Yep. Yes.
Congratulations, Aaron. You left me speechless.
You're welcome.
Make sure you guys say in the comments down below if you think Aaron should bring this song to his channel, because I might even do a poll on my community page, asking people if they want this song to be on Killdeer's.
So the truth of the matter is that I do know that I have a lot of viewers that are kind of against AI music. So I am a little like
leery.
Yeah, because I don't want to make people upset for no reason. But with you being a tech tuber, I figured, hey, this is right up your alley.
You little punk.
I mean, I'm not wrong though.
You're not wrong, but I'm still you're a punk.
Yes.
Final thoughts.
Yeah. Welcome our new AI overlords. No,
you're not worthy.
Right. To be fair though, like for real though, I'm excited for the new aespa stuff. I mean, she's part of aespa basically, like I said. So keep an eye out for the new aespa stuff because that's gonna be good.
Make sure you guys go check out Aaron's channel, my channel, and actually, I'm doing a contest, Aaron. You want to tell them about that when I hit 1,000 subscribers? What is going to happen?
Yeah, I guess you're doing a giveaway on your Discord, right? For a game.
A game plus a $50 Amazon gift card.
Yes, I did not know that actually.
Which $50 on Amazon goes a long way.
That's like 3 K-pop albums.
So I'll make sure I put the Discord in the description. I do it that way because I don't want to get any TOS strikes from YouTube of us like, oh, you are violent. They wouldn't, but like, just to play it safe, I'm just going to do it this way.
Yeah.
And it also will probably be the perfect time to introduce the fact that you and I, we've been talking and we've offline. I'm working on some backstories for some characters that for a GTA online community that I'm going to be applying to. And one of the backstories is done. It's foolproof now. I just finished putting some finishing touches today. Just got to work on the other two.
Nice.
You want to send us out?
Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tony, for letting me fool you here with this song. And, of course, you will see us in the next video.